Hi, I'm Ellen Gormley, and welcome to my crochet studio.
Hi, I'm Ellen Gormley and welcome back to my channel. We have got a very exciting, dynamic, diagonal Tunisian lace pattern, and let's get started on this right away. So we're starting with a slip knot on our hook. This is a worsted weight yarn. It is Brava worsted. It's acrylic. This is the color Alfalfa. I'll have the link in the description below. And here's a K Tunisian hook. So with a slip knot on the hook, I'm going to chain a multiple of 4. And in this case, I'm going to do 16. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. That magic number of 16 is going to be important in this swatch. This is kind of a tricky and difficult pattern, so let's do this carefully together. So bear with me. We are going to do the first forward pass very easily and traditionally by skipping this first one because we have a loop on our hook. But in the second chain from the hook and the remaining chains, we're just going to pull up a loop in the back ridge or back bump of each chain across. So simple. This is the most simple part of this pattern. So enjoy your moment of relaxation with this little pulling up a loop in each chain across. I'm going tropical with my color scheme today. I wish I was at the beach, but instead I'm not. It's okay. I'm here with you. It's all good. Pulling up a loop in the back ridge, back bump, back bar, whatever you want to call it, of the foundation chain. At the end, we will count. We will be counting a lot in this pattern. So we are going to, but it's so worth it. So we got to keep trying. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. We are on target so far. Yay! This rhythmic return pass is awesome. Yarn over, pull through 1. Then for all the rest of them, we are just yarning over and pulling through 2. This is the foundation. We will not repeat this row again for this pattern. It's just our setup row, our foundation row. It doesn't really count, but it is a row 1. Then the pattern consists of a row 2 and a row 3, and we will repeat rows 2 and 3 for the rest of the swatch, but row 1 will not be repeated. Okay, so at the beginning of every row of this pattern, we are chaining 1. Now we will, okay, now looking at this first bar we're ignoring because we already have a loop on our hook. So we're skipping the first bar. Then, because we've already essentially done it. Then this is items, vertical bars 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, so of the next 4 vertical bars, we're skipping numbers 1 and 2. And in number 3 and 4, working together, we're going to yarn over, insert under the vertical bars of 3 and 4 at the same time, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, and pull through 2 loops on the hook. Okay, now we're going to yarn over twice and go back and catch those 1 and 2 that we skipped out of the first 1, 2, 3, and 4. So we've yarned over twice. We're going to insert our hook under the bars of 1 and 2 at the same time. Yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2 loops on the hook. Okay, yarn over twice. Now we're going to go to the next 4 unused vertical loops. So we've already used these vertical loops over here. We're going to target the next 1, 2, 3, and 4 and do that same item again. We're skipping 1 and 2. We've yarned over twice on our hook. That is critical. And then insert the hook under bars 3 and 4 at the same time. Yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over and pull through 2 loops on the hook. Now yarn over twice. Go back to items, vertical bars 1 and 2 that we skipped. Insert the hook under those at the same time. This is making an X. And then pull through 2. Yarn over and pull through 2. Okay, yarn over twice. Now look, even though we yarned over twice, you only see 1 here because the second yarn over becomes like a double crochet. So that's why it kind of disappears. But make sure you yarn over twice before you insert the hook in vertical bars 3 and 4. Again, we're doing the same item again, 1, 2, 3, 4, skip 1 and 2, go into 3 and 4 at the same time. Yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2 loops on the hook, yarn over twice. Go back and find 1 and 2 that you skipped and insert the hook under 1 and 2 at the same time. Yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2 loops on the hook. Okay, here we go. Now, this is where I found myself messing up a lot. So let's not do that this time. We're yarning over twice, but the second one counts as the yarn over of a Tunisian double crochet in just one of the next 3 stitches. So yarn over and pull through. Now we're going to yarn over, Tunisian double crochet again by going under the vertical bar, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2. These last 3 stitches are just simple Tunisian double crochets, but we can't forget the yarn over in between the grouping. So if we did it right, we will count and find 16. And I can already see that there's 4, 4, 4, 4. 4 times 4 is 16. I have 16 loops on my hook. We are good to go. Yay! So once you get the rhythm of this, it is really fun and relaxing, but it is not the easiest Tunisian pattern. But hopefully with these tips and tricks, you will be able to conquer it on your own. The return pass is the traditional one. Yay! Yarn over, pull through 1, yarn over and pull through 2, yarn over and pull through 2, all the way across. Remember to catch those yarn overs. See, like here's a yarn over. So we need to make sure and yarn over and pull under it as well. So this part is the more relaxing part of the pattern. I think you're going to end up very happy with the results that you get from this stitch pattern. It's going to make a gorgeous blanket. It would be terrific in cotton as well as this acrylic worsted by Knit Picks. Okay, so we have row 1 and we have row 2. We're not doing row 1 again, but this third row now we will also repeat alternating 1 and 2. Before we get started on the third row, I'd like to target with you where all the vertical bars are that we're going to be using because they are hard to find on this pattern. So remember, 16 is the lucky number. I want to point out all the vertical bars that we will be using on this next row. So remember, this is the first one, and the loop on the hook counts as the first bar. So 1, 2, should I bring it even closer? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Okay, so it helps, I think, to like find them before you go and work in them, because otherwise some of them get kind of lost and then you end up not using them properly and you end up with the wrong stitch count at the end of the next row. Okay, so let's place our hook back in that loop and start working row 3. Remember, at the beginning of every row, we're going to chain 1. Don't forget to do that. And because we placed the Tunisian double crochets at this end of the last row, we're going to put them at the beginning of the next row, and that moves our little groupings over so that they are offset like bricks rather than in straight up and down columns. So we're doing a Tunisian double crochet 1 in each of the next 2 vertical bars. So yarn over, insert the hook, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2 loops on the hook and leave it there. And do that one more time. Yarn over, insert the hook in the next vertical bar, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2 loops on the hook. There we go. Now it's time to offset our items like our little crosses like bricks. And so we need to target the next 4 vertical bars. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, do you see them? 1, 2, 3, and 4. So we are going to do the same pattern we did on the previous row. We're skipping 1 and 2. We're going to work in 3 and 4. Then we're going to come back and get 1 and 2. But 1 and 2 are going to be harder to find after we've done 3 and 4. So I'm just warning you. Okay, so we are going to yarn over, insert the hook in 3 and 4, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2 loops on the hook. And this feels wrong. It feels like there should be a yarn over here. I'm just going to double check my notes. It doesn't say to. Let's see. Yarn over twice. Insert the hook through items 3 and 4. I'm sorry, back to 1 and 2, right here, 1 and 2. So we got to find them, target them, make sure we don't lose them, insert the hook, pull up a loop, yarn over through and pull through 2. Okay, and then we're going to yarn over twice. Okay, so here we got to go. We got to look again carefully. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So skipping 1 and 2, targeting 3 and 4, insert the hook under 3 and 4, pull up a loop, yarn over and pull through 2. Then yarn over twice. Go back and find 1 and 2 and place the hook under 1 and 2, 1 and 2, pull up a loop, yarn over and pull through 2 loops on the hook. Okay, how are we doing so far? Yarn over twice. Identify items 1, 2, 3, and 4, skip 1 and 2, put the hook under 3 and 4, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over twice, go back and find 1 and 2, place the hook under 1 and 2 at the same time, pull up a loop, yarn over, and pull through 2 loops on the hook. Then at the end, we need to make sure to yarn over, then do a Tunisian double crochet in the final stitch. And to do the Tunisian double crochet, it starts with another yarn over and insert the hook in that stitch, catching 2 loops on that final stitch, yarn over and pull through 2. So let's count them and make sure that we did it right, because I have a feeling there was a missed yarn over here, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Nope, it's all good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. It's a miracle, friends. This is a hard pattern. And it was, you know, I made the swatch and I spent a great deal of time on it, and I'm still finding that I don't quite have it memorized. So remember, the return pass is nice and easy and relaxing and rhythmic. So we will yarn over and pull through 1, yarn over and pull through 2, yarn over and pull through 2 all the way across. Now you can do this pattern on long, flexible Tunisian cable hooks so that you can make a really wide panel. Like this would make a beautiful blanket, but boy, counting the yarn overs would be something, wouldn't it? You'd have to really make sure and get your swatch down pat and understand exactly where you know where you're going so that you don't mess up, because this is an easy one to mess up. Okay, so remember we had the first row, we had the Tunisian double crochets at the end, and then we just did them on the beginning. So they're going to happen on the end again. So we are repeating the second row, and then we'll repeat the third row. But for right now, we're repeating row 2. So remember, start every row with a chain 1. Then we are going to target, let's find the next 4 vertical bars. They're easier to find perhaps this time. Maybe you're getting used to it. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're skipping 1 and 2. We're yarning over and inserting the hook under the next 2, which were 3 and 4 of the 4 group. Then we will yarn over twice and then go back and find 1 and 2. Place the hook underneath each of them at the same time. Yarn over, pull up a loop. Yarn over and pull through 2 loops on the hook, and yarn over twice. Okay, so find the next 4 before you even get started. 1, 2, 3, 4. That one gets kind of hidden there. We're skipping 1 and 2. We're yarning over, or we are inserting our hook. We've already yarned over twice. Insert our hook under 3 and 4. Yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over and pull through 2. Yarn over twice. Go back and find 1 and 2. Insert here and insert here. Okay, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2 loops on the hook, yarn over twice. Target or find the next 4 vertical bars. Get myself a little bit more yarn. So the ones that we have not used yet, 1, 2, 3, and 4, skip 1 and 2, insert under 3 and 4. Okay, yarn over twice. Go back and find the 2 that we missed, skipped on purpose. 1, 2, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2. Okay, yarn over twice. Okay, and then in the last 3 stitches, you can see 1, 2, 3. Remember, we're doing Tunisian double crochets in each of those. And the first yarn over counts as the yarn over, and then the second yarn over counts as the beginning of the Tunisian double crochet for the next stitch. So that when we're done with this stitch, there still should be a yarn over here, and there is. So yarn over, insert in the next one, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2 loops on the hook. And then one more time, yarn over, insert the hook under the last 2 bars because it's the last stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2 loops on the hook. And guess what, friends? We need to count again because it is tricky like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. And you can even count just by kind of letting the groups sort of cluster together. Groups 1, 2, 3, and 4. There's 4 in each. 4 times 4 is 16. So we have got rows 2 and 3 done now. Let's look at this in detail. I'm taking off my sweatshirt. I'm breaking a sweat on this pattern. It is very relaxing, but it's also, it requires a little bit of attention, which can be very relaxing because you can stop thinking about whatever you're thinking about and just think about this. So that can be a really nice escape from your day, I think. Let's do a few more rows, shall we? So yarn over and pull through 1 loop, yarn over and pull through 2 loops on the hook. Thank you for joining me in my community. Please like this video if you are enjoying this content today. Thank you for letting me into your life, your living room, your office, wherever you happen to be watching today. Okay. I just love crochet for the fun and relaxation and playing with yarn. It feels so good. So we have row 1, we have row 2, we have row 3, we did a row 2, now it's time for a row 3 again. So start with a chain at the beginning of the row. And we are going to place the Tunisian double crochets on this end this time. So I'm yarning over, inserting the hook under the vertical bar, yarning over, pulling up a loop, yarning over, pulling through 2 loops on the hook. And I'm going to do that 2 times, placing these Tunisian double crochets at the front loading it on this row instead of placing them at the end. Now we're going to target, like road map, where our next 4 vertical bars are. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Did you find them even before I pointed them out? 1, 2, 3, and 4. We're going to skip 1 and 2. We're going to work in 3 and 4 the first time. So we are, let's see, make sure that I get it, yarn over, insert the hook in items or vertical bars 3 and 4, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2 loops on the hook, yarn over twice, 1, 2. Go back and find the vertical bars that you missed. And this one is hiding here, right here, and right there. So insert the hook under both of those at the same time. Yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2 loops on the hook. Okay, get myself some more yarn. Yarn over how many times? Twice. 1, 2. Now target, eyeball where you're going. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Skip 1 and 2. Work in 3 and 4. It really, really helps to, and yarn over twice, to find them before you start putting your hook in there. Like get a glimpse of the road ahead before you plunge forward. Okay. Yarn over twice. Look at the road ahead. Skip 1 and 2. Go in 3 and 4. Yarn over twice. Go back and get 1 and 2. Yarn over, pull through 2 loops on the hook. Yarn over twice. The second yarn over is the yarn over for the double crochet that is the end of the row. And if we did it correctly, how many will there be? 16. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Hallelujah. So we are making it, friends. So the nice fun, this is where it really gets fun, isn't it? When you figured it out, yarn over and pull through 1, yarn over and pull through 2, yarn over and pull through 2, yarn over and pull through 2 all the way across, remembering to get those yarn overs as they come. No big deal. You can do it. And then for the bind off row, the final row, I like to do things in pattern, but this pattern is kind of complicated. So on this one, I just did a return pass of single crochet all the way across, and that gave us 16, and it looked really nice and finished, and it kind of actually mirrored the bottom a little bit. So I'm okay with not necessarily binding off in pattern necessarily. You can either finish the rows 2 and 3, 2 and 3, 2 and 3, and end with a 3, like we just did, or you can end with a row 2. It doesn't really matter if you are binding off in this way. So yarn over and pull through 1, which is a chain, which is what we did at the beginning of every row. Then in every vertical bar, I'm just single crocheting. So insert your hook, pull up a loop, yarn over and pull through 2. Okay, so we're finishing each stitch. We are just single crocheting as if to Tunisian simple stitch, binding off 1 for 1 in each of the vertical bars across. Sometimes when you do this, it makes the final single crochet row too wide for the rest of the pattern, and that is why we don't always want to just single crochet all the way across on every pattern, no matter what. But for this pattern, because of the lacy nature of it, and because of how confusing the stitch pattern is, I'm totally okay with it. I'm totally okay with just single crocheting across and just get her done on this one. So we're just going to make sure not to drop that final stitch. End with a single crochet right there. And there we go. So it's a shorter swatch than the one I came up with a moment ago. We will just cut our tail, weave the woven tail through the loop that was on our hook, and there we go. So I hope you have enjoyed this, I don't know what we'll call it, this diagonal lace, I guess, Tunisian diagonal lace. Please hit the like, the subscribe, and the notification bell. I'd really appreciate it, and I hope to see you on the next video. Take care. Bye. And the whole time I was on video doing the Tunisian diagonal lace, this little buddy was sitting on the floor next to my purple yarn. Hi, Theo. Thanks for keeping me company while I work.